reality, a light flowing down from the heavenlies, and we are here reaching out. The word of God is all we need. Who the sun sets free is free indeed. So God, please speak to me, reaching the next generation.
Well, greetings and welcome to Reaching the Next Generation. I'm Jerome Jones, and I am excited to be here one more day before we get to the Changing Your Financial Future Now webinar. That's right, one more day, and we're going to be on it. And I'm excited about it because people from different countries are sending me messages that they want to be here. Some is going to have to be up at midnight to be in this webinar. Some is going to be getting up early in the mornings to be in this webinar, and I hope those of you that are right here that you get in this webinar. And better than just being in the webinar, you need this. It's just gotten a little bit more exciting. It's gotten a little bit more beneficial. It's way out there, guys. It's way out there. So I want to take this moment to say, look, those of you that have not sent me an email, you need to do that right now. Some of you are waiting, and you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on the gifts now. You're going to come in and you're going to say, well, I meant to send it, or I thought I was going to send it, or I didn't have the right email address. And there are going to be a whole lot of different excuses. But if you don't send me an email, you will not be on the free gift list. So send me that email. Send it to 4042jjones@gmail.com. Go ahead and do it right now. Send the email so that I can put you on the list. Now, I'm not going to be able to do that at the last minute and get you slated for the gifts that I'm going to be giving away. But I'll tell you, just more than the gifts, though, if you don't get the gifts, don't worry about it. Because if you attend this webinar, this is a life-changing moment. It's a life-changing moment. It's a time that can change the outcome. It can change the future outcome. That's what this is. I know that there are many of you. I know that you've been going through life, and you've been hoping and wishing for that opportunity, striving for an opportunity, looking for that opportunity, wondering when it's going to happen. Well, it can happen now. It can happen now. We have something here that is so special. It really is special. And, I'm just going to present it. I'm going to present it to you. I'm not going to try to rev it up. I'm not going to try to be overly persuasive. And I'm not going to go back and forth with anything. Because it's not necessary. This is so simple that if I set your 5-year-old child in the midst of it and explain it to them, they would understand that it's an excellent thing. It's something to do. So I want you to prepare yourself to come and get in this, no matter what you are already in. Now, I'm making an appeal to the saints of God, because we are ministry minded, and we are always looking for more funds so that we can reach further, so that we can do more, and so that we can improve the quality of our own lives. The scripture says, money answers all things. If you don't have any money, you can't give to the poor. You can't, you couldn't do, and I couldn't do some of the things that I am doing right now, working with 14 other missions in different nations. One of those missions now, we're bringing them into the Reformation. Oh, bless God. We got 2 of them. We're bringing them into the Reformation. They're going to become part of Bible Teachers International in on foreign soil. You know, I'm excited about that. I just got off the phone with some, and on Monday morning at 9 o'clock Monday morning USA time, I'm going to be officially ministering to one of the ministries that I'm going to be bringing into the Reformation, and that will be becoming part of Bible Teachers International. I'm really excited about that. And then I have another one that we're going to be doing that as well. But then we have these missions that are orphan homes and centers. We have those that are poverty stricken. I have over 15 different ones, that missions that I am supporting. I couldn't do that. You can't do it if you don't have money. And you know that we've been asking the public to help us and asking people to help us, and you know, we just don't get that kind of support. And that's not a good thing, because we have the wherewithal to support, you know, as people of God. But then sometimes we don't have it. You know, just like there are days that I don't have it, there are days that you don't have it, you know? So I don't worry with that. But I'm telling you that this is an opportunity for every minister. If you have a fellowship, that you are the minister of that fellowship, this is what you can put in the body. This is what you ought to be put in the body. Because it helps your members. It helps the members financially, who in turn helps the church financially. That just makes sense. It's not complicated. Do you know, if you help the members of the church be blessed financially, if you help them financially by easing the burden that they are carrying financially, do you know that those members are going to help the church and ease the financial burden of the church and enable the church to do more in the area of ministry? And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. I know the devil don't want me to say that, don't want me to preach that part of it, but you know, I don't care nothing about the devil. I just don't. He don't have no grounds here at all. You know, when your heart is pure, you don't adapt to the mindset or the operations of one that is not pure. You see, when you're not pure, you got to make excuses for this and make excuses for that. But when your heart is pure, you don't have to make no excuses. I'm going to present something to you that would change your life. And I want you to hear that loud and clear. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your title is. I don't care how many ministries you have been in and established and are doing right now. This would change your life and the lives of the fellowship that you are the minister to. So I want you pastors, I want you apostles, I want you prophets, evangelists, teachers. I want you here. That I'm making an appeal to you. And then I want all of you that are sons of God. I want you here, because this is to help you. You say, well, Bishop Jones, how do you know that I can do it? I know first of all, I know by divine inspiration. You see, I'm not just a preacher that be led by the Spirit when I'm preaching Matthew 28 or John this or Romans that. I'm not that kind of preacher that just are led by the Spirit then. I'm a preacher of righteousness. And righteousness doesn't stop when I get out of the pulpit. Righteousness doesn't stop, see, when I end the service on Sunday. No, righteousness must prevail now. See, so I can say whatever the Holy Spirit is giving me to say and know assuredly that it is inside of the boundaries of the faith and it is righteous before God and is going to minister to mankind. Now, some going to come into this webinar and they're going to leave with a whole new life. Because when you change the inner condition of a person, then that whole person changes. See? And so some going to come here and understand and receive, but some are going to allow this webinar to be right in their front door. They will have heard about it all along. There'll be whispers about it with one another, and they won't show up. And they'll continue to pay all their bills like they're paying them, struggling to pay them, being behind here, trying to catch up there, trying to rob Peter, as they said, to pay Paul, or trying to, and sometimes they get off into gimmicks, trying to get monies, but they won't come to a session that is free, doesn't cost you nothing to come, that someone else is already in it and investigating it and got proof of it. But they'll sit, the enemy's got his fingerprints on the sons of God thinking capacity. Because they'll sit back and say, oh, I'm just following the Spirit. You're not following the Spirit. This is for you. This is for you. You're not following the Holy Spirit now. You can tell yourself that all day long, but I, as a servant of God, I, as this man of God that God has sent here, that has anointed here, and has ordained me for this cause, telling you that you're not following the Holy Spirit. But I just want you to know that what does it take? You're paying bills. And you're going to keep on paying them whether you see me or not. Every 30 days, the bills don't just disappear, magically disappear. No, you got to pay them. You got to pay them. You got to pay those bills. And 30 days later, you got to pay them again. 30 days later, you got to pay them again. It doesn't matter whether you paid them for 5 years or not. It doesn't matter. You got a 30-year mortgage that you got to pay on your home. Well, you can't say after 2 years, well, I done paid it for 2 years in a row, so I'm not paying no more. No, you got to pay it again. You've been driving for 30 years, but you still got to pay that car insurance if you keep on driving, or you'll be illegal and you could end up in jail. So every month, you got to pay that car insurance. You got to still renew the tire. You're going to be paying these bills. And what I am telling you that with just a simple, cheap membership, you could save hundreds and thousands of dollars off of the bills that you're paying right now. And you could do that starting the very first day. Now, I'm looking directly into this camera, and I'm going to look directly into this one. Because I want you to know that you will remember this beyond today. I am telling you that this is a godsend. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to refer anybody. You don't have to do any business. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to do any of those things. All you need to do to lower and reduce the bills that you are paying, the amount of money that you are already paying. Now, it's not like you're not paying these bills, but you're already paying them. You paid them last month. What I am telling you, that when you get your membership here, you will not have to pay the same amount this month that you paid last month. And you don't have to sell anything. You don't have to do any business. You could get your membership and tell nobody. Get your membership and don't share nothing with anybody at all. And you can still save thousands of dollars starting at day one. You need to be in this webinar. Now I know there's a mentality amongst church that's saying, well, we can't be loving the world. I preach that and believe that and live that. So that's not an issue. That many times is an excuse for people to stay where they are without moving where God is trying to nudge them and get them. Listen, you got to pay your bills. You've got to do that. Why not, instead of paying $1,000 on every month, why not pay $600-700 and keep 300 or 400 of those dollars every month in your pocket, or be able to help the work of the ministry that you're in. I'm going to be showing you how you can not only save that from day one, but I'm going to be showing you how you can save on everything that you're spending. Now that's just now I gotta know something here, because guys, think about this for a moment. Just let this play into your mind. I gotta know something. I'm not a person that's isolated in a corner. I'm not an individual that is not that no one knows. I'm not an individual that is hidden back somewhere where nobody knows, nobody communicates with me, nobody have access to me. I'm not that person. I'm kind of like a public figure. And I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, you know. And I am telling you that from the very first day to the first week that you have your membership, you can save hundreds and thousands of dollars. That's what I'm telling you. And everybody's not going to save from the same benefit, but I can just guarantee that you're going to save hundreds and thousands of dollars off of the money that you're already paying for your bills. That's why I want you here. That's why I want you here, because I'm going to trust. Now, I'm telling you up front, I'm going to trust that if I sow into your life, you will sow into another family's lives. I'm going to trust that. I'm going to give you something that even if you don't get your membership, if you don't get your membership, I'm still going to give you a free gift that's going to save you money, that's going to be valuable to you, that you're going to be glad you have it. But I'm going to trust that if you come and you are blessed and you get your membership and you are saving money, I'm going to trust that you'll call me up and say, Bishop Jones, I want to help sponsor the missions to the nations around the world. That's what I'm trusting for. I'm looking for 100 sponsors that'll say, Bishop Jones, we'll help. I'm looking for people to sponsor Project 87. I'm looking for people to say, look, we'll do that. But if I can save you $500 or $600 off the bills that you're paying right now every month, it's easy for you to give $50 a month to a project. That's easy. That's a no-brainer. That's just 1/10 of it. That's just like the time. But we're not talking about saving you $400 or $500. We're talking about saving you up to thousands of dollars. So I want to encourage you. If you got a business, this will save you thousands of dollars off of your business. All it depends on is what the size of your business. If you have a small business, then it'll save you $10,000-$20,000 off of the bills that you're already paying. Now remember, you don't have to do nothing to earn this, to save this money. You don't have to do anything else. You're already paying this money out. Now we're saying here's $20,000 that you don't have to pay out. You can keep that. Just add that up over time and see what else you can do with that. So if you got a business that's got a building, it cannot be just an online business. It has to be a brick and mortar business with an address. If you got a business now, you fit that description. And then if you got a medium-sized business, you can save $100,000 to $200,000 off of your bills for the year. If you got a large business, you can save $1 million+ off of your bills. This is phenomenal. You need insurance. You want to save money on your health care? I got the answer. You want to save money on your car insurance? I got the answer. You want to save money on buying a new home? I got the answer. You want to save money on renter's insurance, homeowner insurance? I got the answer. I'm trying to tell you, this is way out there. This is not something that nickels and dimes. It is not that. So I want you to call up some friends, and I want you to bring somebody to. I'm going to even give a special gift that's going to be a double portion gift to those that bring somebody, and have that somebody send me an email. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, because this is life changing. It is. And I'm excited about it, say the least. 4 o'clock tomorrow. 4 o'clock tomorrow, we are going to kick off the Changing Your Financial Future Now webinar. Listen, you just need to tell everybody, tell them to hurry up, and when they get out of church, hurry and eat their dinner and sit down in front of that computer or on your smartphone and log into it and be ready to go, because I'm going to start at 4 o'clock Central Time. And we're going to roll this thing out and let you see what we are presenting to you, what you can be a part of, and how your life can change as of that very day. We're gonna do this, and I know that if you've got sons and daughters, and your sons and daughters are struggling, get them to the meeting. If you're paying their books for their school and paying their college tuition, or trying to take care of their child, or trying to support them, this is the way to relieve you of that responsibility, because the business side of this will blow you away. The business side will blow you away. And at the same time, I want you to know you don't have to do anything in the business to save hundreds and thousands of dollars. I just love that. I love it, because you always hear people saying, well, I don't know how to sell nothing. I don't want to sell nothing. I hear that. I say, are you kidding me? You're trying to sell yourself now. That's just a mental blockage in people's mind. But I love this program, because you can't use that, because there's nothing to sell. There's nothing that you don't have to sell it. You don't have to refer it to anybody. You don't have to share it with anybody. You don't have to do any of that, and you can still save hundreds and thousands of dollars off of the bills that you are already paying. One of the things that this company and we are all about is getting people out of debt, getting you to be debt free. Listen, when you're debt free, think of what you can do. Think of how it changes the dynamics. Well, you got an opportunity to do it. And I know that you probably have seen us time after time after time. And I know there's people saying, well, I don't know whether I want to try that or not. Well, I'm not going to try to go beyond what I've already done now to persuade anybody. Because when you get thirsty enough, this is what I know. You will seek out a drink of water. Oh, bless you, Jesus. That's just the truth. When a person gets thirsty enough, you don't have to persuade them that they're thirsty and that they need something to drink. No, they'll just seek it out, even if nobody is there to say anything at all. The privilege you have today is that I am here, and I am presenting it, and I am letting it be known that you don't have to wait until you get to be drowning for thirst, or starving for thirst, or you don't have to wait till you get there. You could come right now. Bring that son of yours, that daughter of yours, bring that spouse of yours. Get that co-worker that's on the job with you. Get that person in your church with you. Tell them, say, look, we're going to be there. We're going to invest in this today. We're going to look at this today so that we'll know for ourselves. We don't want to have to hear somebody else coming to tell us now. We want to hear it for ourselves. We want to know it for ourselves. So you get there. Now, those of you that is in Africa, those of you that's in Kenya, those of you that's in Nairobi, those of you that is in Kasai, those of you in Uganda, those of you that in Pakistan, and those of you that's in Liberia, those of you that's in Ghana, listen to me now. I'm going to do this webinar, and you that are in here from all different languages. When I do this webinar, you're going to be able to hear me as I am speaking right now. But it's also going to be printed out in closed caption in your native language. All you're going to have to do is click the button as to whatever your language is, and if your language is Japanese, then it'll be printed out on the screen in Japanese. If another one is Spanish, it'll be printed out in Spanish for that one. So this is another one of those phenomenal opportunities where I can speak in my language and have it translated in real time in over 100 different languages. I tell you, I'm excited about this because that just blows the door open for greater ministry opportunities and greater ability to help people in other countries, and so now this is just added. This is new. We're able to speak as I'm speaking now, and I'm going to be able to have it translated into over 100 different languages in real time. So if you were in Africa, and once I do the broadcast, and I was on doing the broadcast just like I'm doing now, you'll be able to hear it in your native language or see it printed out so that you can just read it. It'll just be, closed caption all across the screen, and we can do multiple languages at one time. So in other words, I could have people from 10 different nations, 10 different languages on at one time, and I can be speaking, and it will be printed out in closed caption in every one of those languages. I'm excited about that. So I want to encourage you. Listen, I've got to go now, but I want to encourage you even the more. Send me that email. Send it to 4042jjones@gmail.com. That's 4042jjones@gmail.com, and put in the subject line, I'll be there. Send that email, and then when you send me the email, you'll get put on my gift list. Now there's over 80 people have checked the box to say that they're coming, but all 80 people have not sent me the email so that they can be on my gift list, because unless you get on the gift list, you're not gonna get the gift. Some people are gonna get more than one. Some people are gonna get 3 or 4 gifts, but you got to be on the list to get it. And the only thing that you need to do to get on that list is to send me that email. Send it to 4042jjones@gmail.com and put in the subject line, I'll be there. And that'll put you on the gift list. Now, the webinar starts tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central Time, and I'll be opening the room up at 3:45 Central Time for you to come into the room. You can get the link from our broadcast banners here and throughout social media. But tell a friend, tell a neighbor, bring them with you. Bring your son, daughter, husband, and wife, co-workers, pastors, apostles, prophets. Bring all This is life changing. I'm Bishop Jerome Jones, and if you go with God, he will surely go with you. Till the next time, have a Jesus filled day.